Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the video. I'm GetGoodGuy, and having been released in October 2016, Battlefield 1 is into its 19th month of existence. So just how do the original 4 starter weapons available to you at the very start of the game now stack up? Well, I went and had a play around with them, and today I'll give you my feedback. We'll begin with the trusty old MP18 Trench for the assault class. This thing is essentially your basic FPS game submachine gun, and I'm happy to announce that it still gets the job done. In fact, it feels even more potent now after the TTK patch. It has super reliable hipfire, while still being at least somewhat viable at longer ranges, where other hipfire weapons such as the Automatico struggle a lot more. As a reflection of its continued viability, it still holds a place in the top 4 most used SMGs in the game on a daily basis. Not bad for a weapon that could have been surpassed by an array of DLC options. This old timer is still a lot of fun, and you can trust it to get the job done if you're even half decent with an SMG. And more able players can take advantage of its strengths to hit fire people down one after another with little difficulty. So I was pleasantly surprised by this aging beast, and maybe you should give it another go if you haven't recently. You know, just for old time's sake. So, moving on to the medic class, and we have the Sharagatti Factory. And I was again pleasantly surprised, but this time for a different reason. I found this thing to be absolutely lethal, but I'm finding more and more that it's important not to get carried away every time I use a medic rifle, because since the TTK patch, they all seem to be extremely good. But with that put aside, the Sharagatti Factory is now very powerful at close range, able to shoot at 299 rounds per minute for a 3-bullet close range kill, while still maintaining a 4-shot kill beyond 55 meters. Sure, it may have been superseded by DLC weapons where purely close range is concerned, but for a strong all-round medic rifle, the Sharagatti Factory still holds its own. And now we go to the support class to look at a pretty iconic World War I weapon, that being the Lewis gun low weight. And all of the stats point towards this being a good all-rounder. Solid rate of fire, decent magazine size, reasonable recoil and spread stats, etc, etc. But I've never really been much of a fan of it, and even less so since the TTK patch. Now I must say that I've seen some people use it well, and it therefore must be doing something right. So if you enjoyed the Lewis gun, then great. But I feel like it's just been left behind now. The TTK patch has made LMGs so inaccurate when moving that I much prefer a higher rate of fire option for close range. Then on the other hand, if I want to pick people off from long range, I'd much prefer a more specialized option for that role. I just personally find the Lewis gun low weight to be pretty mediocre. But if you disagree, then that's all good. Use whatever works for you. And finally, we have the SMLE Marksman for the Scout class, and predictably, not much has changed here. It's being one of the most popular scout options for the entirety of the game's lifespan, and now even sees itself as the current most popular scout weapon choice on the day of making this video. The TTK patch has made other classes more lethal, but purely where the scout class is concerned, the SMLE continues to do what it's always done. It's light, snappy, has a very helpful close to mid-range sweet spot, and 10 available rounds per reload. It's my personal favourite scout option, and it seems it is for many other players too. It is, however, important to say that some players will feel the Ross rifle has knocked it off its perch, due to the Ross having a one-shot kill sweet spot and the ability to stay scoped in between shots. But for me, the SMLE Marksman remains the versatile sniper king. But this is all just my opinion. What do you think? Do you still rate the 4 starter class weapons? Or have they fallen behind weapons that have since been introduced to the game? Let me know in the comment section below. Now we need to quickly shoot over to the Board of Awesome to show our respect to the fantastic people who choose to support the channel on Patreon. They do so purely because they want to help keep the channel going, and I just appreciate it so much. It really helps, so thank you to everyone on the board. If you want to join them on the Board of Awesome, then the link to the Patreon page will be in the description below, where you can support the channel from as little as $1 a month if you so wish. I hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to turn on notifications so you don't miss future videos, and feel free to like, favorite, and subscribe. I'm GetGoodGuy, and I'll see you next time. Laters.